Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Dr. John W. Lincoln Sports Complex for today's North Atlantic Conference field hockey matchup between the visitors of Well College Express and our Husson University Eagles. Prior to today's contest, we'd like to honor our seniors. At this time, we would like to welcome the senior class and their families to the field. These 6 seniors are the heart and soul of Husson field hockey. Each one of them has elevated not only themselves but the program during their time as an Eagle. We are appreciative of all their hard work and dedication throughout the last 4 years and wish them the best of luck as they continue on with their educational and professional careers.
This is so they can hear it. We had to turn up that loud. That's why I did that. I was messing with this last hour.
Our first senior, number 3, Amanda Frost. During her time as an Eagle, Amanda has played in 40 career games, starting 16 of them. The senior forward has scored 4 goals and tallied 3 assists for a total of 11 points, including 3 game-winning goals. Off the field, Frost was named twice as a National Field Hockey Coaches Association Scholar of Distinct, awarded to student athletes who achieved a cumulative grade point average of 3.9 or higher. Additionally, Frost has earned spots on the National Field Hockey Coaches Association National Academic Squad, the College Sports Communications Academic All-District Team, as well as the New England Collegiate Conference All-Academic Team. Frost will graduate this spring with her Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, with plans to become a pediatric nurse within the state of Maine. She is joined today by her mom and dad, Wanda and Douglas, her sister Christine, brothers Michael and David, as well as her nephews, Calvin, Elijah, and Lincoln. Number 3, Amanda Frost.
I would turn it down just a very tiny bit.
Number 11, Maddie Burns. Maddie Burns' time as a Husson Eagle has been defined by her unwavering dedication, resilience, and continued support of her teammates. Her commitment to her own growth, as well as her selfless contributions to the team, have made her a shining example of what it means to be a true team player. The senior has remained a constant source of encouragement, inspiring her teammates with her positivity and spirit. Burns will graduate with a bachelor's degree in healthcare administration and public health, with plans to enroll in graduate school to study occupational therapy. She's joined today on the field by her mom, Katie Noyes, dad, Seth Burns, and stepmom, Angie Burns. Number 11, Maddie Burns.
I know I said Barnes at least twice there. When I need it, right?
Number 26, Phoebe Carlock. Senior Phoebe Carlock has played in 25 career games for the Green and Gold, scoring 4 goals and dishing out an assist for a total of 9 points for the Eagles. The definition of a student athlete, Carlock was twice named to the New England Collegiate Conference All-Academic Team, the National Field Hockey Coaches Association National Academic Squad, and the College Sports Communications Academic All-District Team. In 2021, she earned recognition as the National Field Hockey Coaches Association Scholar of Distinct. Carlock will graduate this spring with her bachelor's degree in Business Administration, Healthcare Management, with plans to enroll in a Physician Assistant Program in June of 2024. She's joined today by her mom, Erica, dad, Ken, and husband, Luke. Number 26, Phoebe Carlock. Number 00, Kimmy Goddard. A 3-year captain for the Eagles, Kimmy has solidified herself as one of the best to command the cage for the Eagles. The 5th-year captain has played in 58 games, recorded 330 saves, with a career save percentage of .730, while picking up the victory in a program record 11 career shutouts. For her efforts between the pipes, she was named the 2019 New England Collegiate Conference Goalkeeper of the Year, the 2022 New England Collegiate Conference Defensive Player of the Year while being selected to the All-Conference team in 2021. Additionally, Goddard was named Tournament MVP in 2021 and in the All-Tournament team in 2022 after guiding the Eagles to back-to-back conference championships. This spring, Goddard will graduate with her bachelor's degree in business administration and a minor in coaching and is hoping to start her career in college athletics. She's joined today by her mom, Michelle, and dad, Jamie. Number 00, Kimmy Goddard. Number 10, Tegan Blackie. Throughout her career for the Eagles, Tegan Blackie has served as a constant force on the forward line. The Old Town native has scored 22 goals and tallied 4 assists for a career total of 48 points. During the 2022 season, Blackie was named to the New England Collegiate Conference All-Conference First Team and the All-Tournament Team for her efforts as the Eagles secured their second consecutive conference title. Off the field, Blackie has twice been named to the National Field Hockey Coaches Association National Academic Squad, earning the Scholar of Distinct Honor in 2022. The senior captain will graduate in December with a bachelor's degree in psychology, and after taking time to explore and experience the world, she plans to enroll in graduate school to become a social worker with a focus in patient advocacy. Joining her today are her mom, Chrisanne, dad, Chris, and brother, Alex. Number 10, Tegan Blackie. Number 28, Julia March. A huge part of our success in the midfield, senior captain Julia March has played in 48 games throughout her time, starting 36 of them. March has scored 9 goals and dished out 5 assists for a total of 23 points during her time wearing the green and gold. For her efforts in the classroom, March was twice named to the National Field Hockey Coaches Association National Academic Squad, as well to the New England Collegiate Conference All-Academic Team. Julia will continue her education in Husson's pharmacy program, working towards her doctorate. Today she is joined by her mom, Lena, sister, Chelsea, and brother, Tyler. Number 28, Julia March. That concludes our Senior Day ceremony. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2024. Thank you for wearing the green and gold so proudly, and we wish you nothing but the best going forward.
So you know everybody over there? Almost. Except for freshman. Yeah. I think you're the only one that's on the other one. Who's that, your girlfriend? I see girlfriend right there. That's true.
I'm still waiting for the volleyball photos.
What's up?
I used to work with her.
Gotcha.
A little after that.
second. Everybody needs to score. How many students that row? Like 400, 300? 413.
Get that for scratches.
Stop.
Or just reading, just have them reply them up here and we'll check, circle them off.
I just don't know what I want to do.
I figured out who was crying.
Yeah,
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Winkin Sports Complex for today's field hockey matchup between the Wells College Express and the Husson University Eagles. I am Ryan Barnes, joined alongside a former Wells student himself, Jacob Willett. We should be in for a good one. Wells wrapping up their season tonight, and Husson wrapping up their conference schedule today, and we should be in for a good one.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a little wet today, but you get to come out on the turf and play some field hockey.
Wells coming into this one with an 0-11 record, 0-2 conference record, as they will play the third and final conference game. And Husson coming in today 6-5 overall, 4-0 in the conference, looking to finish the season strong. And we're almost ready to go. Both teams just about ready to get this one started. Husson taking the field now. It's going to be Wells starting things off. Looking like it's going to be Julia Barnwell to start this off in the center of the field. Whistle blown, and we are underway. This one's taken now. In the center, it's Blackie with it. Blackie going along the side, and that one's taken away. That's Murch chasing that one at about the 45. As she heads towards the center, finds Perkins on the inside. She's surrounded by a couple Wells players. That one is cleared out of bounds, and this will stay with Husson. Carly Ramsdale, Abby Ross, with it. That one sent in. Murch back to Ross now as she approaches the corner. Looking to center this one in. Perkins there, Blackie's there. This one off of Husson's stick and out of bounds as we will go the other way with it. With it now, Grace Call. As there's a fight for it with it, Madeline Babb. This one's taken away by Ramsdale. She runs right into a couple Wells players. And that one is intercepted by Perkins. She works her way through a couple defenders into the circle, looking for Carlock. And that one is out of bounds, and Wells will take it. Along the side, Clara Lima. Lima with that about midfield. That one's taken away by Perkins. Perkins working through a couple defenders. And a foul is called on Wells. Husson will maintain possession. Murch with it. That was taken away and sent and taken away again by Murch as she works towards the middle and is fouled. Looks like that one was on Lima. And that one finds Burns and goes out of bounds. And this one taken on the sideline. That was Lima with it, but that's taken away by Murch as she approaches the middle. Sent in. Finds Blackie as her shot is missed. And that one's going to roll out of bounds for Wells' possession. Murch now with it. Approaching the circle. Stops, turns, gets it to Blackie as her shot is out of bounds. And Wells will take it. With its call, that one is called for a foul on Wells. Husson will take possession well into their offensive zone. It's going to be Maddie Perkins with it at about the 25. This was sent in, intercepted, but given right back with it now is Burns. She gets it to Drew. Gets it to Ramsdale on the side. Ramsdale sending into the middle. And that one's out of bounds and will be Wells' ball. Husson has been pretty much in control of possession, attacking the zone, but not really get some shots off, Jacob.
Yeah, they had the one attempt with Tegan Blackie on the corner there, and she just went a little bit under her stick. But after that, not really much offense brewing for the Eagles so far.
As that one's out of bounds, it will be Wells' ball. Call with it as she finds the open boys now on the side, and that one's taken away and taken right back by call. As these teams are playing hot potato with it right now, it'll be Wells' ball again. Call sending up the field right into the stick of Murch. Fighting for it is Lima as she's working her way through. And a foul's called with it now is Brown as she sends it up and out of bounds. Retrieving that one will be Burns as she'll start the attack for Husson. Louder will start, excuse me. She sends it up towards Blackie. That one's intercepted by Brown as she sends it in. And a foul is called. And we will go the other way with it. That was Julia Barnwell looking to get something going as she had the ball directly in the center. Only had Goddard to beat. And come up with it now is Perkins. As she gets through a couple defenders, they have numbers sent all the way up to Blackie, and that one is out of bounds. And it will be Wells' ball. Frost with it now. With a goal yesterday, she draws a foul. And we will have our first penalty corner of this contest. Looks like it's going to be Murch on the insert. And this one's sent in to Perkins. Had too much on it and sent back. Back to retrieve it was Drew. And she finds Carlock, and that one called a foul on Wells. Perkins going through, and another foul called for another penalty corner. Second one in about 20 seconds. Looks like it was Morgan Brown on the foul for that one. And it's going to be Murch on the insert once again. Murch finds Blackie on that one. And her shot is in, and it's sniped into the goal. As Husson will lead this one 1-0, 8:27 left to go in the first quarter. Tegan Blackie right off the penalty corner. Right from Murch as she absolutely snipes it.
There's a good opportunity there for the Eagles on a penalty corner. That's where you want to generate most of your offense, and you give it to one of your top players in Tegan Blackie, and she rifles one just inside the circle past Combs for the 1-0 lead.
6 minutes and 33 seconds into this one. And we already have a goal. Murch with it on the side. Coming towards the middle now was Ramsdale. That one's taken away and sent out of bounds. Perkins now with that at about the 45 on the football field. Draws a foul, and Husson will keep possession. That one's sent out and taken by Murch. And a foul's called. And Husson will restart from about the 25. And this one is sent in by Blackie again. Her second goal in about, I don't think it was not much more than a minute, as the Eagles lead 2-0.
Another good feed into the middle to Blackie, and she puts in another goal. 2 goals in the span of maybe just a minute. So the Eagles extend their lead to 2 now.
And Husson already find themselves up 2-0 off of 2 goals from Blackie, who takes now past midfield, trying to get through a couple defenders, has that one taken away. And Wells trying to work something before they find themselves in a deeper hole. And that one's taken by Drew towards the side and sent up to Ramsdale. And back to retrieve it is Ross. And sending up the field now. And finding Carlock as she gets through a couple defenders. She passes the 40 and tries to send that one in. Misses on the first attempt, but stays with it. She finds Perkins on the inside, coming towards the middle. Nothing but space. As it looks like we will have a penalty shot. Penalty stroke, excuse me. It will be Phoebe Carlock taking this one. Carlock awaiting the referee's whistle, trying to get Husson up 3-0. As her shot is in, Phoebe Carlock on the penalty stroke puts Husson up 3-0. Just over halfway through this first quarter, Husson finding themselves up 3-0. As it took them a little bit to get going, Jacob, but they finally got their foot on the gas.
Yeah, definitely a little slow start for the Eagles. It's not something we're kind of used to seeing. We're usually seeing them get out to an early start. But here they found Blackie on the wing to start with, and the offense just started rolling from there.
As well as with it now. Going through a couple of defenders as Blackie, as she comes away with it. Sends it in to Frost as she tries to work through the middle. And she loses the ball. And coming around with it is Murch. Murch losing Lima on that one, cutting towards the middle, trying to send it to the circle. Has it taken by Frost. Frost trying to work through, draws the foul. She's going through again, and the shot is just wide and out of bounds, and Wells will take it the other way. as that clear attempt is no good. And Husson will take it now. With it is Murch. And a foul on Wells as Husson will keep it at the 20. Perkins sending out to the sideline to Ramsdale. Ramsdale in the corner. Finds Murch, and the shot is wide, and Wells will take it now. This one's intercepted by Blackie. Blackie's trying to send it in to Frost. That one off a Wells player and taken. Lima with it, has it taken away by Murch. Murch sent into the middle, finding Carlock. Carlock drawing a foul. As Perkins with it, as she enters the circle and loses it. Coming up the field now, Boyceno has it taken away by Ramsdale. She draws a foul. It'll be Perkins with it now as she gets it up to Ramsdale as she crosses the 20. And that one untouched and out of bounds with about 3.5 minutes to go. And with it at about midfield now is Perkins. She starts the attack, has some space, working through, speeding up, taking the shot, and that one is in. Couldn't tell if Frost got a tip on that one. But nonetheless, Husson is up 4-0. And they're going to say it was Perkins on the initial shot. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Husson up 4-0.
Good shot there by Perkins, adding to her goal total this year, now getting into double digits, giving the Eagles a 4-0 lead now.
This was sent out of bounds and will go in Husson's possession. It's Drew with it in the midst of her own defensive zone, trying to get up the field. Finds Ramsdale. Ramsdale with it now. Again through. Still with it. Gets it into Carlock. Murch, excuse me, and sent in. And we will have another penalty corner. It's going to be Murch inserting. And the Eagles have a chance to go up 5 here in this first quarter. Murch gets it in. Gets into Drew as she gets that one in. Frost with it now. And coming away is Murch. Ramsdale's shot is kicked away. Blackie with it now as she takes a shot, tries to center it. Perkins' shot is saved. Frost with another shot there, and that one is saved as well. And it will be Wells' ball, just under 2 minutes to go.
Good string of offense there, just didn't get the dice to roll there. But it was a good look for the Eagles.
They have certainly had their chances so far in this one, as well as tries to take the other way. Has it intercepted by Carlock. Carlock centers it to Frost as she works through, tries to get it to Blackie. And the fight for the ball in the center won by Wells, and that's cleared outside the circle, but taken back by Perkins as she enters it. And this one's sent out to Paige Harvey and has that one taken away. by Burns, but that one goes out of bounds. Wells will stay with it. Lima with it now. With it now is Perkins as she draws a foul. And that she sends that in. And that was off of Frost and out of bounds. It'll be Lima again starting the attack for Wells with just 40 seconds to go in this first frame. Blackie puts some pressure on Lima's attack and inevitably ends up with Wells with about 25 seconds to go. Grace Call with it now, tries to send it up, and that was taken away by Husson. Murch with it, about 15 seconds left, just enough to maybe get a shot or two off. Murch comes through into the circle, and that one is cleared out. Up to Brown, who has it on the sideline. 3 seconds left, sends it down the field, and that will do it for the first quarter here. Husson leads Wells 4-0 on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Back here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network, Husson leading Wells 4-0 after one. As we are just about ready to start this second quarter. Husson with a ton of chances there in the first quarter, getting 8 shots on goal. 4 of them saved by Sadie Combs, the freshman goalkeeper out of Harpersville, New York. As we are underway in the second quarter. With on the side was Bab as she gets it to Boisano and sends up the field. And lost out of bounds by Brown as Husson will now take it the other way. Husson trying to get it up the field. lifted straight up by Crummett. And off a couple sticks, and a foul's called on Wells. As I have a couple new faces on the field for Husson. Avery Baker, Hope Bouchard among some checking in for the first time today, and taken inside by Frost. Lost and taken by Baker as she tries to send it towards the middle. That one's saved by Combs and out of bounds. Husson will keep possession of the ball. Taken along the side is Bouchard as she gets it to Murch up top. She's working her way through a couple defenders. Tries to get it in, intercepted. And taking up the field now is Brown. And that ends up finding the stick of Crummett. That's Picarello, excuse me. We have a whistle on the field. Telling her to back up to start this attack. Picarello has that poked out. And Husson will take it again. Picarello once again to start the attack. This time attacked by Groff. And a fight for the ball towards center. Foul called on Husson. Wells will now take it. Coming up the side now, it was Draffin as she loses that one. As Husson will start that one a little prematurely as whistle was blown. As this one is going to be started by Burns, one of the seniors honored today in the senior ceremony. Murch fighting for it with Draffin as she comes away with it, gets it inside to Bouchard as she will start the offensive rush. Carlock chasing after it. And that one's sent back and recovered by Johnson. Johnson now with it, goes up the field with it. And a foul called on Husson. And Wells will take it. Taken in the center of the field now is Hope Bouchard. As Frost has it in front of the goal and sent in. Can't quite tell who that was. Looking like that was Phoebe Carlock. Once again, on the rebound. And Husson finds himself up 5-0 now.
Good field awareness there by Carlock to be right in front of the net. And just the rebound fell right to her stick, and she put it in the back of the net, pretty much uncontested.
Lima with it now. Defended by Baker. Works her way around. Has it poked by Murch. Called a foul there as Wells will maintain possession. Lima with it now, looking for Brown. And has that taken away by Baker, but taken back by Brown, but out of bounds. Husson will take it the other way now. And it was Baker there on that goal. Looks like none of us in the press box knew who ended up scoring that. Couldn't quite get a number on that one. But it was indeed Baker who has the ball, sends it in. off of Wells' defender and out of bounds.
It was also Baker's first goal of the season.
Avery Baker, also a women's lacrosse player, netting her first one of the season. Penalty corner is called as Murch was fouled, and Husson will have a chance to extend their lead to 6.
Again, we've seen a lot of good opportunities on penalty corners for the Eagles. And see if they can get another good string of offense going.
It's going to be Murch on the insert. Murch gets up to Bouchard as she takes a shot off of, looks like it was off of Frost and out of bounds. As the Express will start their attack. That one taken away. And taken back by Lima. She's closely defended by Murch. Poke check there is a foul. And Wells will keep it. Lima sends it back to Babb as she sends it back to Call. Call sends it up, has it intercepted by Bouchard, and Eagles have numbers. Sends it to the outside. Centering pass taken as we have a penalty corner coming. And it's going to be Murch once again on the insert. Murch inserting. Gets it to Bouchard. She gets that one up to Arsenal. Has that taken away. As we have another stoppage, looks like a card will be issued. It will be a green card called. It will be issued to Morgan Brown for Wells. Husson with the penalty corner now. Arsenal sends that one in. A fight for it up front and poked in by Frost. Amanda Frost with a goal yesterday and another one today as the Husson Eagles find themselves up 6-0.
Yeah, Frost causing traffic in front of the net, gets underneath the leg of Combs and finds Frost right on her stick. She puts it into the back of the net to extend the lead to 6 now.
8:15 to go in the second quarter. It will be Tillotson on the assist on that one. As fouls called on Husson, Wells will continue their attack. It's going to be Lima with it. That one off the stick of Arsenal, but finds another Eagle. Arsenal now with it up the sideline. As she works her way through a couple defenders, sends it up to Capozzoli. Capozzoli working her way into the zone, centers it, and the shot by Bouchard is in. Hope Bouchard with their first goal of the season as the Eagles are up 7-0.
Again, we've seen the net front presence from the Eagles resulting in a lot of goals, and that definitely includes this goal from Hope Bouchard.
Husson keeping their foot on the gas pedal, keeping the pressure going, resulting in another goal. That was first collegiate goal for Hope Bouchard, freshman out of Clinton, Maine. As we pass the halfway mark of the second quarter. That one finds Johnson. That one finds the center of the field, working through a couple of players, ending up with Murch. Murch sending inside to Bouchard. Bouchard finds Capozzoli as she sends that one in. Kick save. A couple shots saved. Ends up with Murch as she looks to stop and reset. Bouchard with it. Tries to center it. Finds its way back to Bouchard. And back up to Murch up top. Murch sends that one towards the corner. Arsenal. That one is cleared out by Thornton and will be a penalty corner. This will look like it will be inserted by Faith Tillotson as she switches sides of the field where she wants to insert from. This one's sent in. And it'll be a foul on Crummett. And ball will end up back with Husson. Picarello sends it back and sent over to Burns. Maddie Burns draws a foul and will keep the Husson possession going as we approach the 5-minute mark. Left to go in the second quarter. Murch sending it towards the center and eventually finding Johnson as she is contested by Groth. And coming away with that one is Louder as she works towards the outside and working her way up the sideline. Capozzoli with it. Gets fouled, looks like by Thornton. Foul on Wells once again. Looked like it was drafting on the foul for that one. Bouchard will take it at the 25. As she's told to go a little further out at about the 35-yard line. Gets it to Murch. And has that taken away by Lima. A foul is called on Husson. And that one off of Capozzoli, but taken by Bouchard. Capozzoli with it now. She has space as she enters the circle. Centers that one into Bouchard. And Crummett with it now, sends it in. And coming away with it is Brown as she goes to the corner. And that one is contested by Crummett and out of bounds. It'll be Wells ball with about 3.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. And that one off a couple bodies. And finding Murch at midfield. She gets it back to Johnson. Johnson finding Burns. Burns with it now up the sideline. Tries to save it as she lost it. And ball rolling out of bounds. Wells will have it. It'll be Lima close to midfield as she sends it back to Draffin. She tries to work her way through a couple defenders. And Brown with it now. Has that taken away by Bouchard. Bouchard working down the sideline, finding an open teammate in Arsenal. Arsenal down the sideline, working towards the corner, looking for an open teammate to center two. Has that off of a Wells defender and out of bounds. Husson will maintain possession. Will be Murch with it, gets it into Bouchard. Back to Murch. Murch back to Bouchard inside the circle. And fighting for it now is Capozzoli as she runs around trying to center it. And that one is taken away by Draffin and sent up the field to Harvey. Harvey working through Burns as it finds the stick of Murch. As she gets that one to Louder. That one rolling out of bounds. It'll be Wells' ball. As we are approaching the 1:30 mark of the second quarter. And with it now is call. Foul called on Wells as she finds Perkins. Blackie, excuse me. Murch. About midfield, gets it to Johnson. Johnson working to the sideline, finding Picarello as she gets it to Crummett, who centers it towards Frost. As Frost is right there, sends it to Blackie as she couldn't. 45 to go. Poked out of bounds by Brown. It's going to be Murch to Bouchard. Husson looking for one more with just under 30 seconds left. Bouchard cutting in into the circle, gets it to Blackie. Blackie up to Murch. Murch centering it over to Bouchard as she chases it towards the midfield, towards the end line, excuse me. Centering in. And that's a foul on Husson as time will expire in the first half as Husson leads Wells 7-0 on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Back here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network as we are just about ready to start the second half as Husson leads 7-0. I'm Ryan Barnes, joined alongside Jacob Willett, and we are underway. Husson now attacking left to right, Wells attacking right to left. As that one lost out of bounds by Pouchard, and Wells will take it on their side of the 50. And a foul called on Wells. Looks like it was on Brown. And Husson looking to start their first attack of the second half. Perkins with it. And that one sent up and taken by Lima. She tries to send it into Brown. Ends up finding Growth and has it taken away by Louder. Louder sent up the sideline now. It's Picarello with it as she gets it up to Carlock. Carlock sending that one up. Looks like that's Brown with it. Sent in now. Ramsdale sending it to the center. Right in front of the net with it. And that one's taken away. And the clear attempt is no good, but Wells will take possession. Sending it up the field was Call. And Husson will take possession. With it is Kitchen as she gets it up to Carlock. Has that one taken away. Ramsdale with it now. Draws the foul. Ramsdale with it at the 20. Looking to the corner for Carlock. Carlock sending it into the center, and a foul's called on Husson, and Wells will take it the other way. Call with it. That one played by Brown, has it taken away. Perkins sending it into the middle, and we have a penalty corner. Just 3 minutes into the third quarter. Husson with the chance to extend the lead to 8. It's going to be Elisa Picarello on the insert. Freshman out of Dexter, Maine. As she waits for the whistle to be blown. She sends out and past McGinley as she recovers. Has it taken away by Brown. And a foul is called on Husson as Brown will send it up the field and finds a Husson stick. That one's sent back. Coming with it will be Kitchen as she turns up the field. Gets it up to Ramsdale. Ramsdale trying to work past Boisno. She gets it through into the stick of Perkins. Perkins with a couple defenders on her has it taken away by Brown as she will go the other way with it. Morgan Brown has that deflected off of Picarello. And finding the stick of Clara Lima, has that taken away by Carlock. Carlock now turning up, finds an open teammate, sends that up to Maddie Arsenault, has that centering pass, and that one shot and saved. And a foul on Husson as a great scoring chance from Lauren Brown. She scored one yesterday, looked for a second today as she was denied. Now down in their defensive zone is Husson with it. Leah Pouchard sending it up. Finding the ball is Carlock as she gets it to Brown once again. Has Arsenal in the center. Turns, centers it. And that one sent back out of the circle. Perkins with the now. To Ramsdale. Ramsdale centering now. And another penalty corner. Looks like it will be Buff on the foul. And Husson will have their second penalty corner of this third quarter. It'll be Picarello once again to insert. Whistle's blown. Picarello gets it out to Carlock. Carlock. And that one's sent in. And right in front of the net is Brown. And that one rebounded by Arsenault and sent in. Maddie Arsenault off the rebound, the second chance goal. Her fourth of the season. And Husson now leads this one 8-0.
Again, the theme of the game so far for the Eagles is net front presence, and there off the penalty corner, we saw another rebound opportunity, and Arsenal put it in the back of the net. Make it 8-0 Eagles.
Rain has come down, making the turf pretty wet and slippery, but that does not seem to be a huge factor, as Husson is still able to get balls into the net. As that one coming in exactly 5 minutes into the third quarter. Coming up the field now with it is Brown. Brown working towards the sideline. Has a couple defenders on her, works her way through them. Finds the stick of Lima, and that one's taken right back. Coming up the field now through a couple defenders now, working the sideline. And she looks to be going all the way. Bouchard gets it out and sent back in. This one sent back. And the clear attempt, no good, taken away by Ramsdale. Foul called on Wells. Husson will continue their attack. Husson starting their attack now. That's centered in and right in front of the net and denied. As Husson with another great scoring chance. As it looks like that was Taryn Crummett who was unable to bury that one. This one taken away by Perkins. And it'll be foul on Juliet Drafin. Perkins sending that one in. To Carlock as she commits a foul. And Husson will lose possession, but will take it right back. Carlock sending it up. And working around the goalie and sending that one in, Lauren Brown. And the Eagles lead 9-0 now. And that was Crummett, excuse me. Taryn Crummett scoring her first goal of the season yesterday, getting her second today. And it will be Brown on the assist. As she gets up to 3 points on the season with a goal and an assist. Crummett just going right through the defense, looking for another one. Draws a foul. And the Eagles will restart their attack. It will be Maddie Perkins at about the 30. And looking back, getting that one to Kitchen. Kitchen to Ramsdale. Ramsdale centering that one. And a penalty corner is called as the foul will go on Julia Barnwell. And the Eagles have a chance to get this one into double digits. It's going to be Picarello on the insert. Picarello now sends it in to Perkins. Perkins up to Ramsdale. Ramsdale trying to center that one. And sent towards the net. And we have a goal scored by Rory McGinley, her first collegiate goal. Or at least it looks like. I have been wrong many times today, but the Eagles nonetheless are up 10-0.
Again, net front presence. We say it all the time throughout this game. Again there. Ball put into the net. The Wells defender tried to pull it off the goal line in time, but the goal line ref there was there to signal a goal for the Eagles to make it 10-0.
As Wells will start their rush. With it now is Morgan Brown. Fouls called on Husson. Wells will continue their attack. Wells with it at about the 30. That one's centered in and taken away by Perkins. And this one is down and sent over to Crummett. Crummett with it now, trying to work through Babb. Crummett now centering that one in and sent right back towards the corner. Saving it is Crummett. Her centering pass. This one taken in by Picarello. Her shot off a couple bodies, and possession will go back. With it on the side is Groth, as she has that one taken away by Bouchard. Bouchard now sending it up. Picarello working with Lima, as Lima comes away with it, but commits a foul. Husson will continue their attack. Picarello sending that one into the circle. Has that one taken away by Call, but retrieved by Drew. Drew cutting inside now. Centering it. And eventually taken out of the circle by Brown. That one's taken right back by Bouchard. Bouchard now working in and drawing a foul, resulting in a penalty corner. Just under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Husson already with 22 shots in today's contest. Picarello will be on the insert. Awaiting the referee's whistle. She sends that one in to Drew. Drew with it now, cutting inside. Trying to send that one with a little air on it. In front of the net is Frost. And a foul is called. Picarello was there. This one sent over to Groth. Groth finding Brown, but a foul's committed. And Husson will take it the other way. Allison Drew now sending it up to Picarello. Picarello committing a foul, and Wells will take the other way now. That's Juliet Draffin, as that one's taken right back out of bounds, but Wells' ball. With about 80 yards to go is Trinity Thornton. This one's taken right back by Husson in the stick of Elisa Picarello. There's a foul there on Brown. Working with it now is Drew as she works towards the sideline about the 20-yard line. Tries to center it into Crummett, but she's unable to get a stick on that one, and that one rolls out of bounds. Call. Sending that one to the side towards the stick of Growth. Has that one taken away by Drew, but off the stick of Brown, but eventually finds Bouchard. With it now, Tillotson trying to work inside Capzoli in the circle, but a foul is committed. Couldn't quite tell who exactly that was on, but Brown will send it up the field for Wells, and that one rolling all the way back to Ella Lauder as she starts this rush. Working with Boiseno, and Brown taking that one away, but taken right back by Picarello. Foul's called on Picarello, and Wells will take it the other way. It's going to be called now as she gets it up to Barnwell. Foul's called on Wells. Change of possession. Lauder coming with it now as she passes the 20 into the circle. Foul's called. Right outside the circle. Ella Lauder with it. Stops and pauses. Working towards the circle. Working towards the side. That one's poked out. But a foul will be on Husson. Foul called on Wells now. Ball will go the other way. With it towards the sideline is Drew. Drew as she passes the 20. Closely defended by Boiseno. Drew trying to get it up towards Bouchard. Another foul, this one called on Brown. Drew down to Capizoli, who's at the corner, enters the circle. That one is off of Barnwell, as she will get a card and will take a seat for a couple minutes as Husson with the player advantage. Looking like it is going to be Faith Tillotson on the insert. Tillotson on the right side of the goal to insert. Capzoli's shot resulting in a foul. Wells will take it now. Less than a minute to go. Call. Getting that one up to Draffin. Finding Lima. Has that taken away by Bouchard. Taken right back by Lima. Foul's called. It'll be Husson ball. Bouchard will take it at about the 35-yard line as she starts this attack. Bouchard working through a number of defenders, sending it back to Drew. And that one finding Lauder. Lauder now starting the attack, working through a couple defenders, drawing the foul as a penalty corner will be called before the ball crossed the line into the net. It's going to be Tillotson on the insert. Louder with it. And that one will conclude the third quarter as Husson leads Wells 10-0 on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Back here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network, Husson leading Wells 10-0 as we start this fourth quarter. Husson with it now in their defensive end. It's Allison Drew with it. Looking up the sideline to Ramsdale as she finds her, and that one going right back to Drew. Down to the sideline to Carlock. And now with it with no space, with space in front of her, excuse me. As she was looking for Carlock there as the foul was called on Husson. Frost had some space in front of her to try to get it to Carlock on the side. And that one will go the other way. Wells with it now. Claire Lima on the side, sending that one in with a little bit of power. And that one's taken by Ramsdale and found by Carlock. As she gets that one up to Drew. Back to Carlock and right back to Drew at about the 40. That one's sent all the way up to Ramsdale. Ramsdale attacking, centering. And that one a little wide. Blocky now with it, trying to center it. Murch fighting with it She centers it, Frost with it, and that one kicked back out of the circle, retrieved by Carlock and sent back to Drew. Drew finding Black on the other side of the field as she turns and goes upfield at about the 20-yard line. Stopped, looking for an open teammate, trying to get that into Frost as she loses her footing, and that will be a penalty corner for the Eagles exactly 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Husson looking to extend the lead to 11. It's going to be Carlock on the insert. She sends that one in to Ramsdell. And that one sent in. And a foul's called before the goal, as that one will not count. Call with it now. Sending that one towards the sideline to Growth. And that one rolling out of bounds as Husson will take over. Wells will continue possession, Izzy Boisano with it. With about 55 yards to work with. That one back to Call, and that poke check by Frost gets it back to Ramsdale. She works her way around Call. Husson has numbers. Ramsdale with it. Centers it. And a penalty corner will be called. And exactly 1 minute after the last one, Husson with yet another penalty corner. It's going to be Carlock on the insert. That was sent out to Perkins. That one finding Murch. Frost with it now, trying to center it. And that one in the back of the net. And that one scored by Maddie Burns. Number 11 scoring goal, number 11. 11:46 to go. And this one, that would be kind of funny if there was 11-11 left, Jacob. But
11-11 left, 11th goal.
That's a lot of 11s.
Yeah. All the seniors have gotten on the scoreboard.
Great way to honor your seniors, getting them all on the score sheet. It's going to be Ross with it, sent back to Louder. Louder down to the sideline and sent up to Blackie. Tegan Blackie sending it up to Murch as they will restart their attack. Frost finding it. Down to Avery Baker as she's working towards the sideline, crossing the 20. Trying to turn in. And they're going to say that one is off of Baker, out of bounds. And Wells will take it. With it now, Madeline Babb. And that one sent up to Thornton. That one intercepted by Ross. Ross to Perkins, sent back to Drew. And that's past the stick of Perkins, taken by Barnwell. And that's taken back by Blackie. Blackie back to. And sent back to Louder. Ella Louder with it, centering as it crosses midfield to Drew. Drew passing the 40. This one tapped towards the sideline to Ross. Foul called on Wells. Husson will continue possession. It will be Ross with it as she gets it back to Drew. As you could tell, Jacob, the difference between their attack style from the third and fourth quarter, they're just kind of take it back a little and kind of waste time.
Yeah, absolutely. There's not any reason to go 150% for every minute of the game, especially with another game coming up and with the wet conditions. You don't want to really get your starters hurt, so not having to play at 100% is going to keep their starters from not getting hurt.
Husson will finish off their season this Thursday, the 26th at 4 p.m. against Endicott. This one taken back up, centered in the direction of Louder, but ends up finding Baker as she turns and gets that one into the circle. But a foul will be called on Husson as we are approaching 9 minutes to go in this matchup. With its call has that intercepted by Ross, and that one sent back to Drew. Drew back to Ross. And back inside to Drew. And this one finding the stick of Baker. She works around, and Baker will commit a foul. The ball will go back to Wells. Call. Trying to send it up the field. Trying to get it towards Harvey, but put a little too much on as that one's taken back down by the other sideline by Burns. Wells looking to get their first shot on goal of this matchup. As Husson will commit a foul, and Wells will have their first penalty corner of this matchup. Looking like it's going to be Lima on the insert. And this will be Wells' first real chance. Lima with it, gets it to Call. Call takes a shot, and that one is saved, and another penalty corner will be called. Wells with their first shot on goal, saved by Goddard, and it will be Lima to insert once again. This one sent in and passed a couple sticks, but ended up finding Boisano. And that one is taken away and brought up the field. And a foul is called, and ball will go back to Wells. This one sent in and taken away. A foul was called on Ross. Wells will keep possession. Lima with it, 7:12 to go in this matchup. Gets it to Boisano. Finding inside to Brown. And another penalty corner will be called. It's going to be Lima once again on the insert. This one into Call. Call back to Lima. Lima trying to center it. Is that one taken away right in front of the net by Murch and sent up the field. And now with some space, Husson is on the attack. Crummett now working down the sideline. A foul's called on Wells. It's going to be Bouchard with it now. And that one sent in side to Allison Drew by the center line. This one sent back. This one intercepted by Boiseno and taken right back by Husson, sending it down towards the corner. Crummett unable to catch it before it rolls out of bounds, and will be Will's ball. 6 minutes to go in this matchup. It'll be Grace Call with it. Working down the side now. It's going to be Murch. Murch cutting inside, getting that into the circle with a couple players there, taking the shot. And there will be a foul on Louder. Five and a half to go. It'll be Call. Sending it up and taken by Murch at the 40. Bouchard back to Murch. This one sent in towards Baker. And a foul's called on Baker. Call sending it up all the way down the field, taken way past Johnson. That one rolling out of bounds. Especially with the wet turf, making it much easier for the ball to roll a little farther. That one taken by Draffen. The fight for it, foul on Husson. Draffen will keep it, and that's intercepted by Bouchard. Bouchard with it now, sending it up into the stick of Picarello, down to Ramsdale. Ramsdale down the side with it, cutting inside. And sent out of bounds by Boiseno. Baker now on the sideline. Less than 4 minutes to go. This one centered in. It'll be Bouchard. Bouchard now cutting inside the circle. That one's cut out of bounds. And will be Wells' ball. Call has that intercepted by Ramsdale. As she works towards the corner, whiffs on the centering pass, as it'll go right back to Wells as the ball rolls out of bounds. Call will start with it at about the 15. She sends that up and finding the stick of Annie Jackson. She's working her way around Groth. And the ball finds its way back to Jackson as she sends it back towards Drew. But right there was India Buff. And Husson will take it back. It's Murch with it now as she passes the 40, working her way away from a defender, working inside, centering it. And that one, the clear attempt was intercepted by Bouchard, sent back in. And we will have a penalty corner with just 2:36 to go in this one. Husson having a chance to go up 12 now. It's going to be Louder with it, trying to send it in. Husson will maintain possession as we pass 2.5 minutes to go in this matchup. And in front of that is Ramsdale, and she sends that one in. Carly Ramsdale, 2:09 left to go. Husson is up 12-0. Goal scored by Ramsdale, assisted by Louder. 2:09 to go. This one taken by Brown. And that one right off of Louder. Foul called on Louder. And Wells will keep it. Brown has Lima up the field, misses her target, but a foul called on Husson. So we'll maintain Wells' ball. It'll be Brown back around the 40-yard line. Brown sending it in, finding Harvey, and going past her. Taken now is Burns in the corner with 1.5 minutes to go. This one is taken by Murch. Murch sending it all the way up to Louder. As she has numbers and space. Ella Louder breaking in. And that one out of bounds. It'll be Wells' ball. Just over 1 minute to go in this one. Call. Sending it up, intercepted by Baker. Baker working her way in now. Foul called on Wells. Husson will continue their attack. About 45 seconds to go. Baker on the sideline now. That one is sent all the way out of bounds. It'll be Wells' ball, 30 seconds to go. It's going to be Clara Lima going towards that one. Lima sending it all the way up the field, but is taken away. And sent down towards Baker. 5 seconds left. Centering pass by Baker. And a fight for it in front of the net. Time runs out. And winning on their senior day is Husson University as they beat Wells 12-0 here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Husson with one more to go as they will take on Endicott on Thursday at 4 p.m. Husson improving to 7-5 on the season, finishing off their conference schedule undefeated. Wells finishing their season today, finishing at 0-12, 0-3 in the conference. And from Ryan Barnes, joined by Jacob Ouellette, this has been Husson University Field Hockey on the Husson Eagles Sports Network.